Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another spooky episode of Blah Blah Podcast. And if you're listening to this on iTunes and an audio file, this is also on video. So go to youtube.com, Blah Blah Productions, and watch this episode because this is a very special video Halloween edition of Blah Blah Podcast. As always, I am Jason Green, along with my co-hosting partner in crime, Sean Smith. Sean, are you my father?
Illegitimately.
And to my right is the man who is hung like a horse, Joe Bottino. Joe. Wilbur. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut right to the chase. We watched a movie that I hope we never see again. Well, me personally, I absolutely hated it. It's a movie that should be locked in a vault and never seen by any human eye ever. It was the 10th Jason Voorhees movie, Jason X. Hey, it's me.
Nothing says space like the depths of hell.
Jason X, State of the Union. Basically, Jason goes to space and does nothing. So, Sean, what'd you think?
I have a weird sort of liking for this movie. It's not a good movie, but there are some enjoyable things in it. It has probably one of the best kills in the entire series, with the scientist chick getting her face thrown into the frozen ice.
What's like the nickname they give Kane, the Authority? Right?
He's totally feeling her up, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
It's the Authority. I'm surprised I killed off this chick this early. Ha!
And then immediately smashed across the counter.
Pretty sure that was like liquid nitrogen. Because it
probably was
instantly.
Yeah, it probably was liquid nitrogen. And you know, the special effects are cheesy, and you know, it makes no sense with the rest of the movies. There's no canon to it, but as a whole, it's not extremely offensive. But there are some slow parts to it. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, like, I agree with you. I found some camp value, and the lady who got her head frozen and smashed was awesome. But I honestly thought that character was going to be in the movie a lot longer. And she just got
Charlize
murderlated.
Theron was very low build.
Oh, we'll get to those names in a second. But, Joe, what'd you think?
All right.
This movie sucked balls.
Any more any constructive?
Sorry, I can't breathe this. I'm sorry. I
it's
know
all
it's
right.
Halloween, but I don't care. But nah, this movie.
You put it on your hand like a puppet.
Okay. Hang on. Get my hand here. Okay. All right. Do you have to like do any mic stuff or anything?
No, you're fine.
Okay, good. Better not. But I never seen any of the Friday the 13th movies.
This was your first one.
This was my first one, and what a
I'm
awful
so sorry.
one to start with.
Can someone tell me what's on his face?
Some kind of 20th century carbon filtration unit?
It's a hockey mask. Very good, Centeron.
What's a hockey mask? Facial armor. Used in a sport outlawed in 2024.
Uh-oh.
Why?
Not much time left.
Why would it be outlawed?
Boy, that's going to make Canada really unhappy.
This movie opened, I would say, arguably even more boring than 2001 in space, because nothing happened, and I was expecting things to happen in this movie, but nothing happened during like the first 20 minutes, and everyone was awful.
I just want to point out, you just compared Jason X to 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yes.
Somewhere Evan is yelling at his
Well,
his
Evan's got
computer.
something to yell about at everything. You
Yeah.
know, like, just awful.
Yeah, so it was really boring, and I think my biggest complaint was the main actress, the woman who looked just like Olivia Munn, she did nothing in this movie, and she served no purpose. Like, if the movie opened up with the crew from the future uncovering Jason's frozen body, like, maybe not even showing how it got there, just he's frozen, like Futurama. If the movie opened up with them uncovering Jason's frozen body and then it defrosts and kills everybody, that's fine. You didn't need her. She did literally nothing in this movie except just run from scene to scene screaming.
Yeah. I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
Hang on. She served a purpose. I think she like got changed once. That was something.
You mean your personality or clothes?
No, like her clothes. Like she wore chain link ant things.
Oh yeah, what was with that stuff?
I think it was Ant-Man.
The regeneration ants.
Well, yeah, this movie takes place in the year, what is it, 2400?
It's 2455, I believe.
And the Earth is destroyed. They show, like, in the very beginning, the Earth is just a desert wasteland. So there's an Earth 2.
Earth 2, where that's, in DC Comics, Earth 2 is, like, where the Justice Society live, and I didn't see a single member in this movie.
No, me neither. I mean, the black guy was pretty much like Superman.
Yeah, and guess where they were? New Jersey.
New Jersey. That was, I bet you Earth 1 was totally fine, except New Jersey was just the desert wasteland.
Yeah, right.
But
Christie administration really just dropped the ball on that state.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally starts with the Camp Crystal Lake facility for science, I guess.
And research.
And they have Jason locked up and doing experiments on him.
David Cronenberg.
David Cronenberg shows up.
I'm taking the specimen.
Well, you can't. I haven't prepped the cryostasis chamber.
I don't want him frozen, Rowan. I want him soft.
Says a couple lines. Gets stabbed through the chest.
Mm-hmm. And he probably got paid $10,000.
Good day's work.
Yep.
He looked like Daniel Whitehall from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., though.
But getting back to the whole regeneration thing, folks, since this movie was in the far, far future, the main actress who gets stabbed in the beginning and then cryogenically frozen, and when she wakes up in the future, her wound is healed by, like, nanomachines, because they call them ants, so I'm pretty sure they're nanomachines. And the one stoner guy gets his arm lopped off, and then that gets regenerated. And I was even... no, it doesn't get regenerated. It gets, like, attached back
Grafted back on by the Ant-Man people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Somewhere Hank Pym, Michael Douglas just controlling him.
Anthony.
And the whole crew that was in space, they were all college kids. They just seemed to be, like, on a field trip.
Yeah.
Like, well, we're just going to collect some data on this barren
New Jersey.
wasteland.
Yeah, we've only heard of New Jersey.
It's a myth. It's a legend.
We should go there and poke at things.
Well, I mean, maybe after people watch this video, they probably won't want to go to Jersey anymore because, we're here.
What a bad name for Jersey.
Yeah. But, I lost my train of thought. Sean, fill me in.
All right. Well, he eventually gets brought onto the spaceship, and everything...
He's awoken by sex.
He's awoken by...
Everyone on this,
by
ship
sex.
is just really horny.
Yeah, well, they are college kids.
They're college kids.
And their professor and the military.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about that real quick? That scene where the professor's just getting his nipples twisted? What the fuck?
Harder.
Who's been a naughty little boy?
I have. Harder.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that?
Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Daddy likes it hard.
Yeah.
Daddy wants it hard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Right
it.
there.
Yeah.
You know, you like it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harder for Daddy.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
You pass!
I like the future. Whoa! Hey, Frank Sinatra. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Thanks for joining the podcast. We're talking about Jason X. We just watched it. The 10th Jason movie. Jason Voorhees movie.
I missed it. I had to go buy George groceries.
George Lucas?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where the Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Did he get locked out of the house?
Nah, he's upstairs. He's putting them away in his grocery safe.
Oh.
Grocery
It's gonna take
safe.
him hours.
It's gonna take him hours.
It's going to take him hours. So anyway, we were talking...
to the moon.
I'm gonna bang you.
What?
Where's Padme?
Where's Padme?
Sean, give me your best no.
No.
I'm afraid that you killed her.
Sean,
Impossible.
you know who you could be do a good impression of? Tina from Bob's Burgers. Say, there you go.
Bob.
All right. Anyway,
So what do we got here? We got Vader Darth. Or Kylo Ren.
I couldn't wear this.
He's
guys.
Mr. Horseman.
He's a horse head.
I'm
Frank Sinatra.
If you put this
I'm
on,
Jason, like Jason Voorhees, Jason Green.
if you put this right here, I'm Mr. Hands.
You're like one of the perverts from You're Next.
Yeah.
The perverts.
So anyway, we got to the part about Jason X where everyone
Discount
in
the clearance rack.
Hmm?
The clearance rack.
Yeah, about the clearance rack.
The discount people.
So basically, Benny, everyone in this movie are pretty much no-name actors, but they look like real actors, like quality actors. So we called this movie like the discount rack movie because everyone was a discount version of someone.
the robot was discount Bryce Dallas Howard. There was a guy who looked like a cross between Paul Giamatti and Danny McBride, and we just called him Danny Giamatti.
Mm-hmm.
We had Matthew Perry.
Yeah, discount Matthew Perry, who I first thought he would look like kind of like Andrew Garfield.
Discount
but-
Elizabeth Olsen, Anthony Mackie,
Yep.
Ty Diggs,
Ty Diggs.
Tay Diggs.
Phil Coulson,
Phil Coulson.
Yes. A slash Randy
Olivia
Quaid.
Munn.
and another discount Wallace Shawn.
Tiamat to Grendel. Come in, Grendel. We have you vectored for
Wallace Shawn.
emergency docking.
He's in every movie we watch. Discount Wallace Shawn.
Inconceivable.
Was the dad from Gooby in this?
Jago.
Yeah, Robbie Coltrane was Jason. No, it was actually Kane.
Matthew
Kane.
Knight was in this movie though.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
hear Jason cut through the door. Blimey!
But the special effects in this movie though were just like
They were asylum.
I am flabbergasted that this film was in theaters.
They spent all their money on the one kill.
Which one was that?
For
The nitroglycerin kill?
Yeah.
Mm.
They had no
That
money.
was discount Charlize Theron.
Discount
but I
Charlize
say
Theron.
discount Beth Stern because she looks just like Howard Stern's wife.
But
No one knows who she
yeah,
looks
I have
like.
no idea.
You don't know who Howard Stern is?
Not his wife.
not his
you
wife.
idiot.
Everyone says his wife looks like this.
Sarah Jessica
Yeah,
Parker.
pretty much.
That's
So
mean.
Benny, or excuse me, Frank. You just popped into here and you haven't seen Jason X yet. But if you just
Sum that up in 3 words.
if you can just give us an elevator pitch on what you think it is, let's see how right you are.
Disappointing Jason movie.
No, I mean like story wise.
Oh, Jason X.
But you're right about the first part.
Jason, but this time between Y and Z.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, W and Y. I got the alphabet mixed up.
I mean, my brain hurts, guys.
I don't know.
Well, what do you think happened in this movie without actually seeing it?
People died. Jason didn't.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe.
there.
How many times did we think he died?
Like 4.
I none for me because I didn't think he died at all. I
Well,
knew
we
he
thought-
was gonna be alive.
Well, he wasn't the only one that came back to life because Tay Diggs we thought was dead.
Yeah, he came back a few times.
I like how the movie was satiring and like making fun of itself too, because the guy who was discount Miles Teller gets for some reason one part of the spaceship that they're in. One part of the spaceship that they're in is just full of giant axes and screws, like screws.
What else can they do? Get off the ship?
Hey, it worked. Nope.
I got a prize of the claw machine.
They were in a spaceship?
Yeah, it's in the.
We're in
future.
space.
You got cryogenetic.
It's the year
frozen.
2455.
In real life, Benny.
It's a random year.
You're right.
It's the best year.
But could you imagine, like, well, actually,
Is this gonna be another one of those like Back to the Future things where in 2455 people are gonna be like waiting and go, oh wait a second, Jason's supposed to be uncryogenically frozen this year.
no, because no one remembers Jason X but us.
I just want to mention some of the people that were on that military
Military?
squad. Milmer Fudd. The military squad. There was friggin'
Discount Seth Green.
Discount Seth Green, discount Ronda Rousey, and discount Raven Simone.
Yep.
Yes.
They all died.
Discount
And discount Jai Courtney.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he got stealth killed.
Uh-huh.
Like, he got the best out of everyone. Choke out. Sleeper hold, King.
Seth Rollins. It's like the most stealth kill he's ever done.
Yeah, why doesn't he just kill everyone like that?
And let's not forget about Stone Cold Steve Austin appearing.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
He got
Wait,
killed
get
twice.
out.
him and discount guy from Workaholics.
They got killed twice. One in that weird virtual reality simulator,
Yeah.
which came out.
See where they saved their money.
Yeah, right.
What
the fuck? I yawned for 1 second. Oh, it's a video game, I bet. But anyway, the one part of the spaceship just has giant industrial screws and like swinging axes, and Miles Teller gets
That's
like
what you're supposed to have on a spaceship.
Miles Teller gets like big booted onto a screw,
Big
and,
booted.
and spins down with the coil, and then when they find him, they're like, he got screwed. Why does the spaceship have just giant screws in it?
What's his condition?
Dead.
He's screwed.
Oh! I knew it was coming. They couldn't resist.
I'm like, holy
He's
shit.
screwed.
And then discount Elizabeth Olsen's about to get sucked out of the thing, and she goes, "This sucks in so many ways."
And then there was one other part too. Oh yeah.
The topless girls.
Well, with Tay Diggs when he gets like shanked.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
like, it's gonna take
"Is that
more
the best
than
you
one."
can do?" And then Jason shanks him again. He's like, "Yep, that's good."
It's gonna take more than a poke in the ribs to put down this old dog. Yeah,
Okay.
that ought to do it.
Oh my! He really said that? He's commentating for us.
Well, here's the thing.
But
The
he
scene
didn't
that
die.
pissed me off was when they do the simulator to like get rid of Jason. At this point, he's Uber Jason. What was it? Was it Uber Jason?
Jason. He
Jason.
picks you up and drives
The
you
ladies
around.
call me.
Like Super Saiyan Jason.
And so they do the simulation. And they simulate Camp Crystal Lake, and the two girls. They have like two teenage girls there, and it's like, hey. Do you wanna? What was it like? You wanna smoke?
Yeah, so you want to drink some
Do you wanna
alcohol?
smoke
Yeah, he's like,
weed?
do
You
you
wanna
want to
smoke
smoke
some
weed?
pot?
And he's like, then do you want to have premarital sex?
We love premarital
sex. They
sex.
take off their clothes. I'm like, is this supposed to be a satire of Jason?
I think at that point it was.
Hey, you want a beer?
Or do you want to smoke some pot?
Or we can have premarital sex.
We love premarital sex.
Like, why?
And
Why?
then-
Why have a satire scene out of nowhere? 'Cause
No one
the entire
cared.
movie was kind of serious in what it wanted to do.
No
and then
one
all of a sudden, it
cared.
has this satire scene.
I feel like that the people behind this movie just did not give one
Pixar.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pixar.
yeah. In the credits,
What?
Pixar's credited.
Pixar's credited.
Is there gonna be an after credit scene?
I don't know. Pixar.
What?
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 What is Pixar doing on there?
I don't know. They made the space station graphics.
That makes no sense. What?
Hey, I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what
think
they did.
I think it's a special thanks, but I don't know what it is.
What? There's really no
Jason
computer
X,
effects.
a Pixar movie. You just see that stupid little thing bouncing in the beginning.
And then it cuts in
Mater drives all this. Oh, that gum!
oh my god.
Ah.
Oh my god.
If you could kill any Pixar character, who would it be?
Like Mater. I hate Mater.
Wait, what's she from?
Cars. He's Larry the
I never
Cable
saw
Guy.
Cars.
I could kill any Pixar character.
I didn't kill any Pixar character. The girl from Brave, Merida. She was dumb.
Me mum's a bear.
Me mom's a bear.
I would kill the doctor who told the old lady in Up she couldn't have a child.
But he was just doing his job.
Yeah.
Well, way to bring the movie down.
Well, it went up, Sean.
What character would I kill?
Maybe Hopper from A Bug's Life. Just have Jason step on him.
How about Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story?
Don't like it.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh my god.
It was him.
You can't blame your horse now.
Sarah Jessica Parker did it.
But Mr. Potato Head would just reform himself.
Yeah, and kill him again.
Okay.
You just keep killing him.
Oh, you know who I'd kill? Any character from Toy Story 4, because that movie's
It's
not
gonna
needed.
happen.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? We should make a movie about Woody finding Bo Peep. People will care about that, right?
How about no?
How about let's just keep cashing
They should just
in
make Toy Story in space.
and then put Jason there and kill them.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear flies on the ship. Gets...
Do you want to point out the fact that
Toy Story Jason.
that what's her face was a robot?
Discount Bryce Dallas Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard was a robot.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I want to point out. There's a scene where they're trying to like give her boobs.
Yeah.
No.
And, like,
She
the
has
nipples keep
boobs.
falling off. off?
They're trying to give her nipples.
Pepperoni nipples.
How come they're not able to give her nipples, but she has a perfect like human face with features
and
and
emotions?
Do you know how hard it is to make a nipple?
You poke a hole or something. I don't know. You put a little pepperoni on it. I bet Joe Panisi would love that, but
many times.
And then when
on
she
the
becomes
computer.
like super android at the end of the movie, she has complete like pain
She
and
went into the
emotions.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, come here. Come here. I got you.
I'm gonna kill you.
Russ all of a sudden.
So, hold on, time out. How did Jason get onto a spaceship?
Sean, fill him in.
See, so he was cryogenically frozen by accident in present day, and while he's tried stabbing the chick who put him in there, I guess the ice kind of came out of the tube and froze her too. So then, fast forward 455 years later,
A bunch of people like Star-Lord show up.
Star-Lord shows up,
And his
a bunch
band
of
of-
Star-Lords, and they find Jason and the chick down on Earth in New Jersey and bring her back onto the ship, and they unfreeze both of them. They think he's dead. She is, what, like 5% alive or something? They bring her back, and then the main guy, who, by the way, these are all students.
Okay.
These are all, like, college kids who are on this spaceship. The guy phones John Malkovich and tells him that, hey, we have someone who's 400 years old. He's like, that's twice as old as anyone else that we've unfrozen.
455 years to be exact. Who cares? Who gives a shit? People.
I like this
People
guy.
with huge money to see her.
That's my views on this movie.
Is this?
And he's like, I see that you have a Jason Voorhees here. He's expensive.
No,
If you
first
could-
he says, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah. God damn, I don't give a shit.
Vince Vader.
Big. He
Oh.
lost. He's weak.
Oh, I needed it a cell.
Speaking of WWE,
Vince.
I feel like a dummy because I thought because his credit is Kane Hodder. I thought he was Kane from WWE, like playing
And we
like,
all thought
like corporate Kane.
We
like,
thought that you were just kidding.
He
And
wasn't
then we-
kidding.
Kane.
I was dead serious. I was like the authority.
I think at one point you're asking, is Kane's last name Hodder?
Yeah.
No, it's just Kane.
He was also Isaac Yankem for a while. You remember that?
Okay, we're not going to get into this. But, so,
Isaac Yankem.
He was
top 10
Glenn
things you want to
Jacobs
forget
was
about.
a killer dentist.
so sleepy John Malkovich is in bed,
Okay.
and he Skypes the guy Skypes him.
That's right. The character never comes
You
back.
know,
Discount Phil Coulson.
Because in 2445, Skype is still a thing.
Yes, and he tells him about all the people on board. He's like, Jason Voorhees. Oh, he must be worth a lot of money. You should sell him. And then the whole point is like they want to keep him on the ship so that the main instructor guy can sell him for money. However, at this point he's already woken up, unfrozen, and started killing people. And then the rest of the movie is him killing people until he gets killed, and then comes back,
first one
and
that
then
goes-
kills more people, and then
the first one that goes discount Wilmer Valderrama.
yes, Fez
Yep.
gets it right in the stomach.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, and then,
Cash money.
and then Jason just drags him away to
He
like.
gives him a nice foot up his ass.
What was that one show? Oh, it was Your Mama. Remember that show?
Oh God, on MTV.
On MTV.
Oh,
There was just a
no.
bunch of people making your mama jokes.
Your mama's so fat.
Why didn't he just use that on Jason? Jason,
I
your
don't know.
mama's so fat.
My mom killed people.
Yeah, wasn't that the very first Friday the 13th? It was Jason's mom.
That's correct.
Jason's mom has got it going on. Anyway,
was a
yeah,
good
there was a
boy.
lot of characters in this movie that just like went away and then I completely forgot until you mentioned them. Like the John Malkovich guy, the sleepy dude.
Never mentioned again.
I thought he was gonna be someone who was gonna come back later on and serve some purpose. Nope, just
Yeah.
left.
And the whole time they're trying to get to Solaris, I guess.
Yeah.
This little
Sounds
space
like the
station.
name of like a bathtub like brand like Solaris.
Solaris is actually a sci-fi movie from the 70s, which was remade with George Clooney. I don't know if you remember that one, the Steven Soderbergh
Is
movie.
that the one where he gets lost in space and Sandra Bullock starts barking?
No, no, that is not it. Vince McMahon.
right,
Oh, I
make
love
it
it when you bark. Bark for me.
Bark.
Um,
Bark like Trish did.
My God.
It's ironic. It's ironic we review a Jason movie when I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw one of my friends shared a video of a Jason video game being made.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I actually saw that. I think it's just gonna be a downloadable only game that's like $30. I don't know how it's gonna be played, but I think it's gonna be like an interactive movie type game.
I hope you play as Jason.
Just so I fit in
I think
with
you
the
will.
costume, I'm just gonna put this like right here and be Patch Adams.
Laughter's the best medicine, kids.
Say Bruce Valanche and Robin Williams.
Bruce Valanche.
I like that. That's funny.
Sean. So what else are we? What other ground should we cover here? The movie
I mean,
sucked.
Jason gets killed, well, kind of killed by the robot chick, and then he gets regenerated.
No, he gets fucked up.
He gets regenerated into Uber Jason, and then by that point, I think Taye Diggs comes back.
What happens to the girl that was like 5% alive?
She's there. She's just running around on the ship with them.
She's with everyone else. She's just running with everyone else.
Yeah, I was mentioning that the main
so
character.
How does the movie end? It just.
Well, I was gonna get to that. The movie ends in a really cool way, which the only part of the movie I liked where they blast Jason out into space, literally with an explosion. They blast him out into space. Him and Taye Diggs, who's the black guy from 300, who says, "This is madness."
It is actually that guy.
It really is that actor. Anyway, so he, like Superman, Jason's re-entering the Earth's atmosphere, and the black 300 guy, like Superman, just grabs onto him, and they both re-enter the atmosphere together like a comet.
Which would kill him.
Well, we all know that Jason lives, but obviously the black dude, unfortunately.
No. That was the
passes.
6th movie. Jason Lives. That was the 6th movie.
Oh my god. What do you think about that scene, Robin?
The scene with the black guy's like, oh yeah, and Jason's like, oh, they're fighting in space. That was a good.
Patch, I have a cold, a bit of a cold, like a chest problem. You have any remedies for that? I feel better already.
I guess I shouldn't tell him about my gonorrhea.
What are you gonna do for his gonorrhea, Patch?
I'll fix it in post.
Tickle the worm? I think you can leave that.
Tickle the worm?
Tickle the worm. Tickle the worm too.
Okay, you can take that part out.
So basically, the only survivors we have Olivia Munn, Matthew Perry, and the head of Bryce Dallas Howard.
Who, like, there's the parts where the guy, Matthew Perry's character, who's in love with the robot, like, he's holding her head, but you can clearly tell that the actress is just laying off to the side.
Look, they only had so much money.
I know. Yeah.
And then the movie ends.
Yeah.
You know? That's it.
It ends with what I'm assuming is Earth 2.
We're now, I guess.
We're given it's just an Earth that they re-enter the atmosphere in, and it's just two low campers about to have premarital sex, like usual, and they're just like, look, a shooting star. Little did they know that was
Let's
Jason
go check it
Voorhees
out.
and some
That's what
black
they
guy.
said.
Yeah, but it was like a million miles away from them. It looked like.
Yeah.
Like I've seen shooting stars before, and
Well,
I'm not gonna go fucking catch it. It's
that's their life
probably in
mission now.
Kansas or
They're gonna
something.
go find it. That's
It'd be
their
like
life
Lord of the
mission.
Rings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said don't go in unprepared.
Who's he talking to?
The Avengers.
Mm.
He was just too proud.
This is our Avengers. Anthony Mackie.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yes.
Olivia Munn's Psylocke in X-Men. Although she was in Iron Man 2.
I mean,
As a news reporter, yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Andrew Garfield.
She was in a
That's Matthew Perry. That's Danny McBride.
The Rhino.
The Rhino.
Oh.
All right. So, what would you give this movie?
I'd give it 1 machete out of 10. What about you?
Oh, I'd give it 3 Wilder Valderramas out of 10.
Think about this film. It's got an X in it. X marks the spot, matey.
Well, if I can just ask Joe Patino real quick what he thought of this.
The fuck's that, dude?
I don't know.
Turning to Quint all of a sudden from Jaws. It's cheap.
He's got black dog.
Sling blade.
French fried potato.
No, I hated this movie. I'll probably give it 3.
I will say though, it's as boring as you say it is nowhere near as boring as Turbo, a Power Rangers movie.
Oh God, that's very.
I haven't had the pleasure.
Please don't want,
Thank
or maybe not
God.
as boring as Crimson Peak. We saw Crimson Peak today, by the way, and it was god awful.
Oh no!
But wait for my YouTube review.
Beware of Crimson Peak, as they say. In the
Beware of Crimson.
Wait for my my YouTube
I
review.
hope for that.
In my opinion, with Jason Green.
But anyway, I would probably I think I'd give it 3 discount Wallace Shawns out of 10.
He just keeps popping up.
He's in Gooby. He's in Jason X. What's the next?
He was in
movie?
Jason X a few times.
Yeah, he's in the ship, and you just kind of like see his profile. He's like, "We need to hurry up."
Inconceivable.
Benny, what would you give the movie?
Well, because I didn't see it, it sounds pretty bad. I'm gonna swing up on the optimistic side until I
7
watch
out of 10.
I'm gonna do 4 Marilyn Monroe panties out of 10. 'Cause I'm Frankie.
Now, Benny, I want you to feel
'Cause I'm
included a little bit more. So off the top of your head, I'm gonna ask you a question. What's the worst movie you've ever seen that you remember?
Well, in terms of like cult classic, awful, The Room, but
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the worst movie, in my overall opinion, is Grown Ups.
Oh, the first one?
I hate Grown Ups, both of them. I hate Grown Ups with such a burning passion. It's not even funny.
I can, yeah, man. I never saw any of them, but I can totally understand where you're coming from.
FXX will play them, and like right after a Simpsons run, I love the Simpsons. So right after a Simpsons run, I just catch that beginning of Grown Ups, and I always gag a little bit in my mouth. Especially that scene where like they're at that funeral, and they're all cracking jokes. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
You can tell. I've seen a little bit of the first one, and like maybe about 10 minutes or so when it's on TV. You can tell it's really all improv, but just terribly.
They all play the exact same character from every other movie they play.
Well, the thing with that movie,
Kevin James is a broke
He's
guy.
clearly
who's down in his
supposed to be
luck.
Chris Farley.
Chris Rock is just right in the middle. David Spade is unlikable, and Adam Sandler is rich guy with hot wife who ends up banging her in the end.
Oh,
Like,
no.
come on.
Oh no!
Oh, I've been moving. But the thing I realized about Grown Ups is when I first saw it, the formula seems to be everyone's in the group with their wives and their kids, and they're all just hanging out.
And they realize how
and then
much it
someone
sucks.
will make a joke at someone else's expense, and then it'll cut to reaction shots of them looking at each other, like laughing. And
I just want to point out, you said when you first saw it. That means you've seen it more than once.
Yep. My brother unfortunately loves it, so I've watched it 3 times.
But your brother doesn't make you watch it, does he?
I get up and leave. When there's nothing else to watch, I'll go into my room, and then he'll crank up the volume, and I have to sit there and hear it.
Crank it up.
The only
alright.
thing worse than watching that movie is listening to it. It's so unlikable.
Remember the part where the girl says, "I'm gonna get chocolate wasted"?
Oh my god! Thanks for reminding me about that.
And then your peas.
You know what? I wish there was a Grown Ups Jason crossover where they go camping at Camp Crystal
They won't
Lakes.
do that unless they get paid $60 million, and Adam Sandler can keep 50 of it.
It's a
Well, it would
Ponzi
probably be
scheme.
some like.
It is.
What is going on here?
It is.
Jason
it's what he
Voorhees would just be
does.
Kevin James.
Chris Rock's. Yeah, get away.
I'm telling you, Adam Sandler woke up one day and realized, oh, I have no more ideas. All right, let's just start making movies that I can make money off of.
Yep.
Jack
On
and Jill.
vacation,
Boom.
too.
Wait, so Joe, I'm gonna give you a celebrity. I want you to do an impression.
Okay.
Adam Sandler.
Oh no, the chicken over there.
Chris Rock.
Hey, what's going on? Hey.
Kevin James.
It really is Kevin James.
Rob Schneider.
I can't do Rob Schneider.
David Spade.
Fuck him.
Evan Moore.
Is Krang growing out of Jason's head?
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. We have to do our top 5 horror movies.
Oh fuck, that was today. Okay, you guys all go first. I'll think of my list. Sean, you go.
I think Benny should go
Okay.
Actually, I have my list off the top of my
because
head.
I didn't have one either.
Okay.
I have to read it off real quick, but I do have it off the top.
Can I just
of
give
my
number
head.
1?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'll just give my number 1.
Yeah, I'll give my
I
number
don't,
one,
because I
too.
don't have a list. I know what my number 1 is.
Can I guess? Can I guess?
No.
Well, I've never seen you express any emotion ever, including being scared. So I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here, and say your most horrifying movie that you've seen is The Fly with Jeff
The
Goldblum.
second Star Wars movie.
Jeff.
The second prequel Star Wars movie is the most horrifying movie to you.
Sean, are you sleeping?
Here, throw this at him.
Whoa.
You were a little bit.
So wait,
hoarse.
is it The Fly?
No.
Okay, what is it?
It's The Shining.
Oh, I know you liked that movie. I just didn't think it scared you.
I didn't say it was scary.
fucking horror
Favorite horror movies though doesn't mean you have to get scared, you idiot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Joe, what about you?
All right, I would say I can definitely do a top 3 off the top.
Do a
of my
top
head.
3.
Well, do it.
The Exorcist,
Okay.
The Shining,
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, not Crimson Peak.
No, thank you.
I have so many questions about that now. All right, my top 5. Number 5, a small like indie movie. It's called Grave Encounters.
I love that movie.
That was such a
so good.
I'm a shout out to Corey Licamelli on that one. He showed me that my sophomore year, and
that movie was
such a
amazing.
great movie.
The hallway keeps going.
that was the craziest
movie
part
messed
about
with my
that.
fucking
It was
mind.
Like the building would change. Then they made a second one.
I heard it sucked. I never saw it.
And then they made a second one.
Number 4, the first Insidious.
That was a good movie.
I like that a lot. To me, it changed. Like you don't win me over in horror movies with gore. I don't like gory. I don't like seeing a lot of guts everywhere. Like at the Saws, I'm not really big crazy fan of. Insidious, like there's so many Easter eggs in that movie that just make me go whoa. Like the scene where the kid's dancing in the room.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually in like a couple of shots before,
Oh,
just
really?
standing in like the laundry room. It's crazy when I
And
first
the old
figured
woman in
that
the bathtub. Oh wait.
I just like when they play
The bear blowing the guy.
Gooby.
Yeah, Gooby blowing the guy.
Number 3, the original Nightmare on Elm Street. That is a cult classic. Classic. Number 2, Jaws.
Jaws.
I like Jaws a lot.
Counts.
And number 1 is the Shining. Me and Sean will agree on The Shining.
You know what? I have my number 5 and my number 4.
Too late.
My number 2.
Actually, hang on.
Number 5.
No, I haven't seen like Halloween. When I really want to see Halloween. I would say like.
Well, then you're disqualified.
Okay. I like the first Saw a lot. I really like the first Saw, so I would say that's number 5 for me right now, off the top of my head.
Saw
Number
5?
4, I just forgot. Psycho.
Really?
Oh yeah, Psycho.
Psycho was good.
I think it was good.
I like Psycho.
Psycho was good. These and like. I think what we're getting the theme at is here, like, they don't have to necessarily be, like, overly terrifying. They just have to have a good story to them and something we can get behind and then throw a couple curveballs.
And no jump scares.
Yeah, those are cheap.
Or found footage.
Last time I checked, there are no jump scares in The Shining.
I think I was one of the very few people that when I first saw the Paranormals, I was not scared at all.
Well, since you mentioned Paranormal, I want to get to my list. CBS. Oh, I gotta show you that video later. Anyway,
Boy George.
Yeah, Boy George. So I have a list of 3 horror movies. Number 1 being number 3 I should say, being
Gooby.
I just forgot it. Oh, The Conjuring, that ghost movie that just came out.
Okay.
About 2 years ago, I think it was. That movie had a lasting impact on me.
Flesherton Fish.
Yes. No, the
fish?
I was about to say the Gooby. I meant to say
Flesherton Fish.
The Conjuring scared the shit out of me, man, and that movie intrigued the hell out of me. It's kind of a formulaic ghost movie, but it was still really well crafted.
Scarier than Eugene Levy's eyebrows.
My second favorite horror movie is actually this made-for-TV movie that was on the Sci-Fi Channel about 10 years ago called The Haunted, with a bunch of no-name actors, with the ghost that's like, Janet. That movie fucking gave me nightmares.
Yeah.
I watched it. I've seen the movie about 10 times. I love it. But my number 1 favorite horror movie of all time, and you guys can burn me at the stake, is the first Paranormal Activity. I love that movie. Fucking love that.
I liked it, but
I loved that
didn't think
movie.
Anything special.
To me, that movie got most of its hype from high school kids. Like everyone in my high school, I remember everyone in my high school had gone to see it.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was real.
They were all saying the same thing. They were like, "Oh my god, that could be real. That movie." And I'm sitting there going, like, really? And then me and my buddy, we watched it, and I'm telling you, like there's times of days when so you don't watch a movie during the day, like a horror movie during the day, you watch it at night. So we stayed up until 1 o'clock. We found it online and we watched it in a pitch black room. I did not.
I mean, it isn't
It's
acquired
not a
taste.
movie.
2 freaked
not
me out more
scary.
than 1. 2, at least, I got freaked out the part when the the furniture is like up on the ceiling and just slams down in the second one.
It's not a movie.
Like
It's a fun watching experience.
Like it had a slow build, and in the point where I was like, "This is just getting too predictable." All right, something's
Well,
gonna happen
I loved
here.
the first one
Okay,
because
something's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
Okay, like this is one of the reasons why I like Grave Encounters. It's because there's nothing for I want to say almost an hour of the movie, and then just the last 20 to 30 minutes it puts you on such a rush. There's not even a build up. It just goes from 0 to 60.
Grave Encounters.
And that was great.
Is no one gonna put The Visit on their list?
No.
So Grave Encounters. What I loved about
Why?
that movie was
Because fuck you.
what I
Poopy diapers, amazing.
what I love.
Germs.
And then the scene cuts. No, but what I loved about Grave Encounters was I think that's the #1 movie in my mind. That it's one of those movies where like, what would I do if I was in that situation?
Yeah.
Like, what would I fucking do if I was in that asylum that wouldn't let me leave? I'd kill myself. But getting back to Paranormal, I love that movie because when I first saw it, that was the first movie of any of its kind that I saw, and I don't know. I remember it scaring the crap out of me.
I can see the nostalgia behind
loved
it,
it.
but like,
The other 18, not so much, but
you just keep cranking them
We're
out.
about to go into the ghost
Just-
dimension.
I saw-
One I liked, 2 I liked, 3 was weird.
one I loved, 2 I liked. Like you said, it wasn't as good, but
It's
3
tough,
was
it's
bad.
tough to make found footage work.
Yeah, 3 was bad. 4 I just saw on Netflix not too long ago, and I'm like, this is stupid. I never saw that spin-off, and 5
Well, with
just
the
came in.
Mexicans.
Yeah. But I
Sicario?
liked it. But
Sakari Ghost.
yeah. Oh, and you know what? A great horror movie was this little movie called Jason X.
Oh yeah, that movie.
Yeah, it was good. It had a bunch of actors in it who look like actors that we know.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they were those. The
That
star
was
power
them,
in this
yeah.
movie was
Bryce Dallas
amazing.
Howard, man, she was great.
Apparently,
as a,
Jason Voorhees is a comet.
Yeah, Jason Voorhees is a comet.
Yep.
Speaking of comments, leave a comment below.
On this YouTube video.
All
right.
All right.
I'm gonna do some plugs.
Plug it away.
Some Merkins plugs.
Edit that out.
I guess we can.
Some Merkins plugs. Jason.
I will not.
Merkins.
Sean, can you end this video with you saying no, and then it cuts to black?
Merkins plugs.
My cat ate my Merkins. Ladies and gentlemen, you can... Shut up, Merkins. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Blah Blah Podcast episode 30. You were either listening to this or watching this on YouTube at Blah Blah Productions YouTube page. I am Jason Green. You can follow me on Twitter at jgreen89, J-A-Y, Green89. And you can follow every other Blah Blah Podcast episode on the website blahblahinc.com. Benny, where, if anyone is crazy enough to follow you, where would that be?
At the B&P Express.
Woo-hoo! Sean, you use Instagram but not Twitter, right?
I am on Twitter, you idiot. I've been on Twitter for a while now.
Fooled me.
It's _Brack Show.
_Brack Show.
Yes.
And Joe, you're the guy who's on Twitter, right?
I don't use my Twitter or my Instagram.
To hell with Twitter.
All right, Ron Swanson.
But if you do want to follow me,
follow him for real.
I'll be
nicely made table.
I'll be at the Deptford Mall.
I'll be at the Deptford Mall. Come to me and say the words. Bring the light to my darkness, and then I will. You can follow me into true salvation.
That sounded a little bit too religious-y.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and good night. Sean, say it, Sean.
Hell yeah, the shuttle.